John 5:39. We looked at a few things last evening. One of the things that we looked at was what? What's one of the things that we looked at last evening? We looked at Amalek being a similitude to Satan. What else did we look at last night? 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 We looked at that how Yahshua is Emmanuel, did we not? Now we're gonna continue to look at that a little bit more. Y'all hear me? John 5:39. Search the scriptures, for in them you think you have eternal life, and they are they which testify of me. And you will not come to me that you might have life. I receive not honor from men, but I know you, that you have not the love of Elohim in you. I come in my Father's name, and you receive me not. If another shall come in his own name, him you will receive. You know, a lot of people got problems with a Mashiach. A lot of people say he's a false idol. The New Testament false is written. They usually excuse it ain't written in Hebrew, it's written in Greek. So that's not hard. As if everything had to be written in Hebrew. So if it was written in Hebrew, then would have been your excuse. Then they say, well, the book of Matthew, the only one written in Hebrew. So you're going to hell then. You know what I'm saying? Have we not looked at many things in the book of Matthew and seen they come straight out of the scriptures? So wouldn't that mean that anything we could see in Mark, Luke, and John, we would be able to do the same thing? So guess what that means then? Somebody going to hell then. You know what I'm saying? People got a lot of excuses and rhymes and reasons not to do what this man said. What did we read last night in the book of Isaiah in the 7th chapter? Then we read last night what this man said, if you will not believe, what won't happen? Nobody remember. Yeah, you won't be established. You won't be established. Now let's begin to look at a few things. 1 Kings chapter 4. Before we deal with talking about Emmanuel. Because we started looking at when Solomon was praying at the dedication of the house, right? Look, Lord will, we're going to be bouncing around between 1 Kings and 2 Chronicles. Both accounts of the building of the house. Right now we're going to rehash something to see back and see if you can remember. And just sit back and pay attention to what we're looking at. Because before, he's called Emmanuel. Matter of fact, whole 1 Kings chapter 4 and 1. Look at Matthew 1 and 21. Since I said it. We didn't read it last night. We're going to read it right now. 1 and 21. 1 and 21. Matthew 1 and 21. Hold in 1 Kings chapter 4 and verse 1. Matthew 1 and 21. Make it 20. Make it 19. Then Joseph, her husband, being a just man and not willing to make her a public example, was minded to put her away privily. But while he thought on these things, behold, the angel of Yah appeared unto him in a dream, saying, Joseph, thou son of David, fear not to take unto thee Mary thy wife, for that which is conceived in her is of the Ruach HaKodesh. She shall bring forth a son, thou shalt call his name Yahshua, for he shall save his people from their sins. Who remember who told us about this? I asked you this last night. Who told us about this? Isaiah. What chapter though? I put you on the spot. What chapter though? Chapter 7, he didn't tell you that. Chapter 10, he didn't tell you that. He told you that in the 49th chapter, in the first verse. He made mention of me from my mother's womb.
49.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate your late answer.
No problem.
You know what I'm saying? Now all this was done that it might be fulfilled, which was spoken of the Lord by the prophets, saying, behold, a virgin shall be with child and shall bring forth a son, and shall call his name Emmanuel, which being interpreted is Elohim with us. Now, it's saying the moment because he said a virgin would bring forth a son. So the minute we see this here, that this virgin conceiving, now we see something, right? This is when he actually became Emmanuel, when he was born, right? I'm going to show you something. Hold this right here. Isaiah chapter 6. Matter of fact, before we read Isaiah chapter 6, 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. What did he say that baby was conceived by? By the Spirit, right? 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 1. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 1. Now we beseech you, brethren, by the coming of our Lord Yahshua HaMashiach, and by our gathering together unto him. If we read the gathering together unto him, what should come to your mind? The something that we just looked at. Fellowship. Being one. So what that take us back to what we just looked at? Take it back to the Tower of Babel, right? You know, I'm talking about what we just looked at. We just looked at that Tower of Babel. And people were gathered together as one, right? That you be not soon shaken in mind, or be troubled, neither by spirit, nor by word, nor by letter, as from us, as the day of Hamashiach is at hand. Do you see that he said you shouldn't be shaken? That means if we're giving you this information, there's nowhere in the world you should be scared like the Lord coming back tomorrow. That's why you got all these niggas out here. Did you see the blood moon up? Boy, September, that's going to be the last blood moon. Stupid nigga, that moon going to turn red, and you idiot, and everything going to keep continuing on. Because it's a lot of things got to happen for this man come back here. And a blood moon is not what he told you to be looking for. Do you know what he told? Matthew 24. Oh, what you got? Matthew 24 and 27. He told you what to look for. A blood moon wasn't one of them. He said that's the beginning of sorrow. We talking about his coming. He said if you see the earthquakes and nation against nation and kingdom against king, he said that's the beginning of sorrow. He said the end ain't nowhere near. He said don't you even worry about that. 24th chapter of the book of Matthew, St. Matthew, about verse 29. You got to remember that tribulation got to happen. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, there's some stuff coming to my mind before we even get to that. Y'all just bear with me. We'll get back to 1 Kings chapter 4. The stuff's just coming to my mind. Immediately after the tribulation of those days, the sun shall be darkened. So he said after the trouble of that time, the sun gonna go black. And the moon shall not give her light. Didn't say that she would be black, turn blood. Said she wouldn't give her light. So guess what that means then? What that mean then? That means it's going to be pitch black. Remember, we already looked at that. At evening time, it shall be light.
Hey, you better stop it.
Listen what else he said. And the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of heaven shall be shaken. Now, why would the power of heaven be shaken? Hold on. Now, why would the power of heavens be shaken? Who told you about this? You've been told this before. It's in the word. Ezekiel ain't tell you nothing about no heavens being shaken. Hold what you got. Haggai chapter 2 verse 1. Ezekiel ain't told you nothing about that. Haggai told you about it. Haggai 2 and 2. Matter of fact, make it 2 and 1. Listen what the man tell you. I'm going to see if you catch it. We're going to get to that 1 King 4 and 1, Lord permitting. I'm going to see if you catch it now because he got my mind rolling right now. Something I ran across to show my man earlier this afternoon because he was preaching on it, and I think I had this reserved and forgot all about it and happened to see it when I was showing him something else. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. Haggai 2 and 1. And in the 7th month, in the 120th day of the month, came the word of Yah by the prophet Haggai saying, why is this relevant? In the 7th month, in the 21st day of the month. Why is that relevant? That's tabernacles. Tabernacles start when? On the 15th day of the 7th month, right? Go look at Leviticus 23. I ain't telling you to go get it right now if you don't believe it. Leviticus 23 says, clear as day, the tabernacle starts the 15th day of the 7th month. And now all of a sudden in the 7th month, on the 21st day of the month, the word come to Haggai. That means it's come during the Feast of Tabernacle, during booths, ingathering, dwelling. Speak now to Zerubbabel the son of Shalathiel, the governor of Judah, and to Joshua, the son of Jehozadak, the high priest, and to the residue of this people, saying, who is left among you that saw this house in her first glory? How do you see it now? Is it not in your eyes in comparison of it as nothing? He just asked a question. Who's left who's seen this first house in her first glory? Why do you think he would ask this question? Hold on. Now y'all hold Haggai chapter 2. We hold in Matthew 24. We hold in 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. Let's go over here to 1 Corinthians chapter 15. About verse 1. He said, who saw this house in her first glory? You know what this go back to? I'm going to show you in just a minute. Son, these old Hebrew niggas love to scream saying the Lord was a liar. Y'all just bear with me. I thank the Lord. 1 Corinthians 15 and 1. Moreover, brethren, I declare unto you the gospel which I preached unto you, which also you have received and wherein you stand. Now, if you've been receiving the word, Kingston, Sherelle, Leah, kill it off. Everybody, whoever in that corner. Now, if you done sat back and you heard the word, he said the gospel which you received and wherein you stand, right? So that means you would have believed and been established. You would have did the opposite of what we read in Isaiah last night, then, wasn't it? By which also ye are saved, if you keep in memory what I preached unto you, unless you believed in vain. How many of y'all say you keep in memory everything you done heard? And who gonna be honest and say, I remember everything. I keep it in memory. You know what I'm saying? How many of y'all keep it? How many times y'all go do something stupid and it pop in your head and you override the word? Well, at least we got one man in here honest. Got to make it two. Cause I know the rest of y'all do it too. You just ain't bold enough to say you do it. He said, for I delivered unto you first of all, which I also received, how that Hamashiach died for our sins according to the scriptures, and that he was buried, and that he rose again the third day according to the scriptures. After that he was seen of Cephas, then of the 12, and after that he was seen of above 500 brethren at once, of whom greater part remain unto this present, but some are fallen asleep. After that he was seen of James, then of all the apostles, and last of all he was seen of me also, as of one born out of due time. Look at Matthew chapter 16. Because he asked him a question. You know what I'm saying? He said, who has seen this house in a former glory? Matthew 16 by 18, I believe. That's all you was looking for was some Ritz crackers, huh? I'm sorry, 16 and 24. Matthew 16 and 24. Then said Yahshua unto his disciples, if any man will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me. We just looking at that because every last one of y'all need to remember that. If you're going to come after the man, you need to learn how to suffer. You need to learn how to deny yourself and come after the man. All that extra stuff you got going on, like somebody care, Kingston, set that chair down and put your butt in it. Whosoever will save his life shall lose it, and whosoever will lose his life for my sake shall find it. For what is a man profited if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? And what shall a man give in exchange for his own soul? What was a man who tried to profit by gaining something but ended up losing? Who did that? Who went after the error? Y'all know who I'm talking about? Second Peter, chapter 2, I believe. Probably about verse 7 coming to my mind. Let's see if that's the verse I want. About verse 14. No, verse 14 is what I want. 2 Peter 2 and 14. Having eyes full of adultery and cannot cease from sin, being beguiling unstable souls, a heart that is exercised with covetous practices, cursed children. When we sit around and we look at a lot of these dudes, man, who want you not to believe on the Lord, that's all they hear. They can't stop sinning. All they want to do is sleep with your wife. They sit back and they lie to people who unstable. You know why you unstable? Because you haven't believed, therefore you ain't been established. You know what I'm saying? No foundation whatsoever. Why you think Eve was able to be begot? Unstable. You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of y'all able to get got. You unstable. Y'all be worrying, you be worrying about the wrong thing, focusing on the wrong things. You know what I'm talking about? And that's why you ain't got no firm foundation. That's why you float in the wind. That's why it don't take much to push you off of nothing. That's why it don't take much of an idea or prod or pushing when some enticing comes. Because the man say when sinners entice you, consent not. And some of you niggas ride right along with it. Nigga entice you, you ready to go. You know what I'm saying? You get around each other and act like you don't do this and you do that. You ain't fooling nobody. Maybe one of these days y'all will stop pump faking and just be like, no, nigga, I ain't doing it. I'm telling you, man, it's just better served to be 100 off the rip than to be doing crusty and then you got to try to cover it up. You know what I'm saying? Cause I'm telling you, boy, the Lord gonna show you. The Lord gonna go ahead and show you butt bookie naked in front of everybody. Man say he show his whole wickedness in front of the whole congregation. You gonna be exposed. It ain't but a matter of time. You know what I'm saying? It ain't but a matter of time. It could be 2 weeks. It could be 2 years. When the Lord see fit, he gonna pull your skirt up. He gonna let everybody see your filth and your nakedness, and then you gonna be shamed. He say, which have forsaken the right way and are gone astray, following the way of Balaam, the son of Bosor, who loved the wages of unrighteousness, but was rebuked for his iniquity. The dumb ass, speaking with a man's voice, forbade the madness of the prophet. See, that's who did that. Didn't Balaam go after that cash when he told him to sit right here? See, he was trying to gain the whole world, almost lost his soul in the process. Some of y'all better sit back thinking about that. Well, you trying, and it don't got to be money either. While you trying to gain, it can be a lot of things. Whatever it is you trying to go get, whatever it is you trying to gain, is it worth losing your soul over? It could be money, it could be a job, it could be a business, it could be a man, it could be a woman, it could be your kids, it could be whatever. Is it worth going to hell over? Because you can get it. And then he say, what you going to give in exchange for that? When the book of Psalms tell you, man, the ransom of a man's life is precious. How many of y'all think y'all got something the Lord going to take it on behalf of your sin? Which one of y'all think you got something you can give him? Which one of y'all think you got something he wants? Then why you live your life like you do? Then why you live like your life like you do? Like you're going to be like, I can do whatever I want him, and I can give him this, and he going to forgive me. That man don't want that. Come on back to Matthew 16. I'm talking about you got to sit back and look at that. He want the blood of Mashiach. He don't want nothing you got. He just sung that song. Man say sacrifice and offering thou did not require. But about it thou, he say you open my ears. You nigga got your fingers in your ears. You only pull them out when it's something that's convenient or something you want to do or something you want. Then when it's right back to you doing something you ain't got no business, you put your finger right back in your ears. And you might do what little kids do. The la la la, so you can't hear and all that stuff. Verse 27. For the Son of Man, in Matthew 16. For the Son of Man shall come in the glory of his Father with his angels, and then he shall reward every man according to his works. Truly I say unto you, there shall be some standing here which shall not taste death till they see the Son of Man coming in his kingdom. So he's sitting here telling you about men who saw this first house in her former glory. You know what that actually means? That means he's talking about there's going to be men that's going to be standing there one day that saw this man when he was in the flesh. He said they would never taste death. So you got niggas see the Lord lied because these men died. So what death you think he talking about? Revelation 20 and 12, just so y'all know what death he talking about. Don't be stupid. You know full well every man got to die. Ain't that the curse of the law? I seen a nigga arguing if he the Mashiach, why he ain't deliver us from the curse? Because all these stupid niggas think the curse is Deuteronomy 28. Then the first curse in the book in the 3rd chapter of Genesis, you idiot dummy. He said, cursed art thou above all cattle. That's the first time you see somebody get cursed. He cursed Satan. Why he told you he was the first of the nation. Latter end he gonna perish. Remember we looked at why he got to go on his belly. And I saw the dead, small and great, stand before Elohim, and the books were open, and another book was open, which is the book of life. And the dead were judged out of those things which were written in the books, according to their works. And the sea gave up the dead which were in it, and death and hell delivered up the dead which were in them. And they were judged every man according to their works. And death and hell were cast into the lake of fire. This is the second death. Whosoever was not found written in the book of life were cast into the lake of fire. Paul told us in 1 Thessalonians chapter 4 that those that are sleeping on Mashiach won't prevent those that are awake, right? So that means those who died with the Ruach HaKodesh and the Son dwelling in them and them dwelling in the Son, Emmanuel, they'll never taste death. That means they're going to not see death until they see this man coming. So that means they saw this, some of these men saw this man in his form of glory. They seen it. Come on back to Haggai. Ain't none of us seen him in his form. All we going to see is his latter glory. Ain't we? We ain't seen no form of glory. We didn't see him when he was born as a man, and we ain't see him when he resurrected from the dead either. Peter seen both houses. You know what I'm saying? When he talking about which one of y'all seen this house in her form of glory, Peter saw both houses. All the apostles saw both houses. You know what I'm saying? They seen him when he was on the earth. Remember, he said, I spoke of the temple of my body. He seen that. Then when he rose from the dead in Acts chapter 10, he said he was a chosen aforetime. Men are chosen aforetime to see him. Haggai 2 and 3. Who is left among you that saw this house in her first glory? How do you see it now? Is not your eyes in comparison of it as nothing? Do you all not remember that when they seen this man, they couldn't tell who he was? In Luke 24, they didn't know who he was. He said, how you see it now? You seen me before I went in the grave. How you see me now? Yet now be strong. They didn't recognize it. Yet now be strong, O Zerubbabel, saith Yah, and be strong, O Joshua, son of Jehozadak, the high priest, and be strong, all ye people of the land, saith Yah of hosts, and work. For I am with you, saith Yah of hosts. You heard the man told you, be strong and work, right? Then in 1 Corinthians 15, Paul let us be known to be strong. 1 Corinthians 15. Let's look what Paul said. That's what y'all need to sit back and do. Put your hand to the plow and get to working. That's bad business. You say you love the Lord and you ain't even got off and clocked in yet. After that, Revelation 3 and 1. Still holding 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and 1 Kings chapter 4. 1 Corinthians 15 and 55. O death, where is thy sting? O grave, where is thy victory? The sting of death is sin, and the strength of sin is the law. But thanks be to Elohim, which give us the victory through our Lord, Yahshua HaMashiach. Therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast. If you're steadfast, that means you be pretty strong, right? You couldn't be able to be moved, right? Unmovable. Always abounding in the work of the Lord, for as much as you know that your labor is not in vain in the Lord. He said, be strong and work. You know what I'm saying? That means in the face of, hold on before we look at Revelation chapter 3. 2 Timothy chapter 2 by verse 3. Even though he's talking to a preacher right here, I think you need to hear it though. Because some of y'all are weak. You're weak-minded. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got that strength to be able to endure. A lot of y'all been having people kiss your behind and do for you your whole life, man. You wouldn't know what to do if you had to do it on your own. You want somebody to hold your hand. But what we read about what the Lord said, he said he's an austere man, rigorously self-disciplined and uncompromising. That don't mean that in life you ain't going to need some help, because everybody going to need some help from time to time. But some things you don't need no help. You already know what to do. That means you just got to go on ahead and do it. We know the word say two is better than one. That's what he son of Mashiach for. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all do know the book say two better than one, right? He say when you're cold, he say who gonna be able to give you some heat, right? You know what I'm saying? He say when you fall down, who gonna be able to pick you up? That's why he said that Mashiach able to keep you from falling. You ain't got to worry, you done already fell down. So I'm gonna pick you up, you ain't gonna get back down. Some of you niggas steady falling down. This ain't that song with that faggot nigga we talking about we fall down but we get up. We ain't falling down. That's what he told you in the Epistle of Jude, unto him who's able to keep you from falling. You know what I'm saying? That's why he say two better than one. Because see, I'm going to stick my hand out here before you even fall. Before I even start seeing you tripping, I'm going to pull you up. I'm able to stop you from falling. That's why he say two better than one. See, you couldn't do it by yourself. So I sent somebody to give you some help. See, this man supposed to change. He's supposed to, absolutely, he's supposed to change your heart, your mind, the way you don't want to fall. But you niggas like falling. Neither did he tell me one thing. You like eating dirt or you like wallowing in it. You know what I'm saying? He say the pig, he say those who return back to sin is like a dog that returned to his vomit, or a pig who wallow in the mire. That means you like being in filth then. You know what I'm saying? You know niggas got 1,000,001 excuses for committing sin. Ain't nobody got no rhyme or reason not to do it. You go do something, well, I thought, well, my understanding, well, I feel, the key word is I. And I gonna be in hell is what's gonna end up happening. And then what you gonna do then? When you already had the knowledge and the tools and some people don't get to hear this type of stuff. I mean, let's just narrow it down. Let's just look at certain things that Hebrew Israelites deal with. We ain't talking about no Christians. What's some of the things Hebrew Israelites deal with that now you seeing I ain't supposed to have been doing that? Anybody?
Fringes.
He said fringes. Corey said fringes. You know why the fringes show? Because the fringes show lack of understanding. They showing that Hamashiach died for nothing, and that the new covenant is not greater to you. You know what I'm saying? It's not about the cultural impact of what people are talking about. It's actually what you showing y'all. Because he said in John chapter 14, he said the Ruach HaKodesh will bring all things to remembrance. When he said the fringes in the law was supposed to bring the word to remembrance. So now you got to look at which one is greater. A natural thing or a spiritual thing. So when we turn around and we look at what Paul said in Galatians chapter 2, if righteousness be of the law, if I be justified by the law, then Hamashiach died in vain. I will not frustrate the grace of, because that's how he going to be frustrated in heaven. So I just went all through that for nothing. So these niggas just spit in my face and hit me with rocks and beat me upside my head and pin me on this tree for you to keep doing, for you to clutch on to the covenant that didn't have life attached to it in the first place. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking. It's about an understanding. It's not about the actual act. It's about the understanding of what you're showing. Anybody got anything else?
Drink.
Oh yeah, drink it. Them niggas tell you go ahead and sip. Sip it. Hamashiach drunk? The Lord drunk? Okay, why did he drink though? He was fulfilling book every time he was sipping. You know what I'm saying? Then he turned around and said this though. I ain't gonna drink this no more till I drink it new with you in my Father's kingdom. So how you gonna use that when he turned around and said, I don't do that no more? So you know what that means? So you know what that means? That got that for everybody right there. They're on that on alone. Because if you say you dwelling in Hamashiach and Hamashiach dwelling in you, and you say you going to walk and he walk, and he said, I ain't sipping that till the kingdom come. Then guess what that means? You better not sip it either. You know what I'm saying? Then I ain't even got that far with it. Then he the inner sanctum of the temple, the Kodesh of the Kodesh. You're going to turn around and say, we the priests of the Most High. Well, you can't enter the inner sanctum drunk. That's what the law say. So now you're going to have to put that down too. You know what I'm saying? Then before we even get to the practical application, what does the Lord deem to be drunk? I don't know. So why would you drink? You know what I'm saying? That's before we even get to that. Let's just look at the law. You say you a priest. You say Yahshua the inner sanctum. You say you dwell in him, he dwell in you. How you drinking then? You can't, priest can't enter into that part drunk. You can't do it. So you violating the law then. Then if you sit back and say, I've been sanctified by the faith in the Mashiach, then you a Nazarite then. Put it down. You know what I'm saying? Put it down. Anybody else? Anybody got anything else?
Some say you can smoke weed, others say you can eat weed.
Oh, he said marijuana. Hold on. He just said something about the Sabbath. These niggas tell you we in captivity, you can work on the Sabbath. Where you reading this book, that nonsense? That man say any man do work anywhere, kill him. And what they say, see, we in captivity. See, it's lawful to do good on the Sabbath. How you doing good getting up, going on any people's job? You know what that show when you get up and go work on the Sabbath? Besides straight outright disobedience, but lack of faith because you love that job more than you love God, which means you gaining the whole world, but you going to go to hell, though. You know what I'm saying? You don't trust y'all enough to say, you know what? Look here, buddy. I can do a lot of things. That ain't one of them. You know what I'm saying? That's why you say be steadfast and unmovable. I could care less. You got to look at everything Hamashiach dealt with, man. None of that stuff moved him. It didn't move him. That's why he told you in Hebrews chapter 12, ain't none of y'all shed no blood not to sin. How many of y'all done shed your blood not to sin? And you niggas can't even, you ain't shed no blood in this, you easily move. Well, I don't know now. Then you talking about the eating and smoking marijuana. Man sat back and told you that the temple of Yah is Kodesh. Anybody that defile it, I'm going to destroy him. Then this is the killer. This is what get it. Leviticus 19, what did he tell you? Be set apart because I'm set apart. So if you in the Son and the Son in you, which means the Father in you, you mean to tell me you think the Father in heaven smoking and eating marijuana? This is the stuff niggas be telling us. We got to look like we supposed to be, if you receive the Ruach HaKodesh, you have received the divine nature of Yah. That means everything Yah is, you are. And you telling me he's smoking weed? Do you know I've had people tell me this man smoking weed? You know I've had somebody tell me, yeah, they smoking weed. So you telling me the Father in heaven and the Son is sitting in the Kodesh tabernacle like, son, you got them zigzags. Who got the bone? When you sit there and you think about it, that is the most asinine thing you could. You couldn't even fathom the Most High smoking weed. You couldn't even fathom that. So why you doing it? You know what I'm saying? Anybody got anything else?
Multiple wives.
Yeah, he just said, Denzel said the same thing you just said. Multiple wives. Nigga can't take care of the one wife they got. Nigga better take care of himself. Matter of fact, some of these niggas, they wives taking care of them. When right there in the law, Genesis chapter 2, this man say they shall be one flesh, and Adam and Yahshua are similar too. How many wives Adam got? One. So how many wives the second Adam gonna have? One. Peter told you, this man is an example. Follow his step. Then they turn around, we kings. Oh, well, the law say king can only have one wife. Oh, got him. Huh? What about Ezekiel 37? I'll make him one kingdom. That means I had two wives. I made him one though. Got him. That's over with. That's why what we read last night in John chapter 10. One shepherd, one fold, one husband, one wife. Got it. One body. You ain't getting no, take you back to the beginning. Nigga, well, Lamech had two wives. In due time, I'll show you. That's a similitude of Hamashiach. Jacob had 4 wives. No, Jacob did not. Jacob had 2.
Not by choice.
You know what I'm saying? And not by choice. Because he worked 14 years for Rachel. He didn't want nothing to do with Leah. He wanted Rachel. You know what I'm saying? Say she was well favored. Say she was built like a brick house. Say she had a lot of booty going on. That's what he wanted.
Ow.
Ow. You know what I'm saying? Somebody, I said that. Somebody asked me that day. I say a girl I went to high school say, why is black men so infatuated with booties? I say our forefather Jacob liked the big butt. Now where it go back to? I ain't lying. Ain't that what the book said? He seen her. She was well favored. Y'all know well favored mean. She said this here, man. What's that song say? She was perfect in every dimension. You know what I'm saying? He's like, I like that. He said, he's a bad girl. She's a bad mamma jamma. He said, I got to have that one. You know what I'm saying? I got to have that one. That's why these girls out here getting booty shots now. Booty all mangled up, man. Look like 2 4
You ain't catch the rock booty. Niggas start rock.
Booty done sag then. Look like a nigga hit it with a Mack truck. Nigga say you just better go ahead and get you some leg lifts and some squats and some lunges, man. Deadlift it. Just get it the old-fashioned way. They say that's what the white girls doing. I seen a nigga on my barbell page, man. That nigga going, they said, what's going on? The white girl got all their booty because the white girl found out about squats a long time ago. Y'all black girls just getting hip to it. They thought it was natural. The white girl been had it. Now these niggas don't know how to act. They been wanting them a snow bunny. Now they like to say they got booties too. You know what I'm saying, man? Hey, I ain't mad at you. Hey, man, you find you a white girl want to walk in that word, that's what you want. Go on and get her. She don't want to walk in that word, throw her back. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, man. I don't care who you marry. Long as this what they want to do, you go get your Asian woman. I wouldn't care who you go get. She want to obey God. Go and get what you want. I'm talking about just because she, don't go get her till she black. She don't want to obey the word, but I think I can win over. Yeah, I bet. You'll be at the Kingdom Hall, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, man, I don't even see how anybody would want to be with somebody who don't want to do this. Or you met them and they not doing this, and you think because they like you that you could get them to do this. They like, I'm going to pretend like I want to do this till I get that penis or vagina. And then after I get that, I'm going to show my real self. Because I don't want to do this, nigga. I just want to have sex. I'm telling you, don't be stupid. Anybody got anything else? I'm going to tell you something I see a lot of times. You know, I mentioned it. Y'all look at all them Hebrew Israelite congregations, man, and look how they women look. A lot of them let them wear pants. A lot of them let them look like a circus clown. You know what I'm talking about? A lot of them, they got jewelry and weed everywhere. And they don't say nothing to them women. All them women condemned. Don't even know it. They don't even know they're not supposed to be doing that. You know what I'm saying? See, what you got to sit back and look at is, he letting me find out what not to do. These niggas don't know, and he ain't letting them know. Or they do know and they don't care. Because 9 times out of 10, they heard and don't care. 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 2. Make it 1. 2 Timothy 2 and 1. That's why he say, be strong now. Thou therefore, my son, be strong in the grace that is in Yahshua HaMashiach. That's the gift. Be strong in it. You know what I'm saying? Be strong in it. And the things that thou hast heard of me among many witnesses, the same commit thou to faithful men who shall be able to teach others also. Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahshua HaMashiach. No man that war entangle himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who have chosen him to be a soldier. And if a man also strive for masteries, yet he is not crowned, except he strive lawfully. So you're not going to be crowned. If you desire to master this word, like the brother said yesterday, man, I feel like I should be a master in this. To be a master in this, you got to do it lawfully. And that first law you got to be able to master is you got to believe. You know what I'm saying? You got to believe. When you can master that, you can master everything else. Hebrews 4 and 2, since it's in my mind. Then we come back to Haggai chapter 2. Does it go hard? How you know it was good? You should have seen her earlier. I pulled that banana out. She seen that banana, threw the binky out her mouth on the floor, came over to it. When she realized it was gone, went back to it, picked it up, put it in her mouth, and went on her way. So ain't no more banana here, sir. That's a hungry baby. 4 and 2. For unto us was the gospel preached, as well as unto them. But the word preached did not profit them, not being mixed with the faith in them that heard it. Now you got to sit back and look at y'all individually. If the word is not profiting you, it's not profiting you because you don't believe it. Them people in the wilderness heard the same thing that Joshua heard. Same thing that Caleb heard. Didn't profit them because they didn't believe what they heard. You got to ask yourself, why is it not profiting you? Because you don't believe it. Simple as that. Back to Haggai. Why, if you're strong in the Lord, remember, trust ye in Yah forever, for trust in Yah is everlasting strength. So if you strong, it's because you trust in Yah. If you weak, it's because you don't believe. That's why he said, like he just mentioned, those that say they are weak, let they say they are strong. If my faith was lacking, let me get an increase. That's what Paul said. We came over here to increase the whatever in your faith was lacking. You know what I'm saying? That's why we try to come around whatever it is we can identify where you lacking at to give you that increase on it. Because this your life now. This ain't no random thing. We just don't sit here and do this every week because it's just a fun thing to do. Lord knows if you ain't want to serve the Lord, there's many things we could be doing right now. I know full well 4th of July, no 4th of July. If it wasn't raining, some of you niggas be right there on that beach. Matter of fact, some of y'all wouldn't even be in Duval County city limits. You wouldn't even be here. Some of y'all wouldn't even be on this phone. You'll be all doing something you ain't got no business. Getting drunk, getting high. It don't matter the fact if it was the 4th of July. It could have been the 4th of June, the 4th of May. You'd have been out there hanging out, in the mall shopping, doing your thing. Chasing after a woman, chasing after a man. Some of y'all don't even know the Lord's special. You could have 1,000 kids by now. Some of you niggas could have STDs out the wing. Around here, it'd be like Poon Pot got that fire.
I thought you was over there, huh? I thought you was over there agreeing.
Yeah, he said, let you know. He said that nigga, I was just finna say it. He said, got that, whoa, Shinobi. Like this here. Nigga say, boy, nigga go to up, talking about they say, boy, you go to nigga say, boy, I'm finna get that one there. She open her legs up. Danger, danger. You don't care, you steady going.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Some of these women like this here, that peanut coming out, danger. Nigga got all type of pus coming up out of it. You don't care. I want me some. I'm sitting there telling you. I'm telling you. Y'all better be lucky y'all grew up where some of y'all grew up here around here living in Duval County going Kojak. That thing would have been fell off. What? Well, all these niggas around here got AIDS. Boy, Poon Pot was infected women everywhere. Man, all you need to get a woman around here, man. Yeah, I seen you said that's a real dude. That nigga from out east, man. That nigga had a little bit of money. You know what I'm saying? Rode on a nice car. That was that nigga nickname. The nigga nickname Poon Pot. Nigga had HIV, and that nigga was swinging penis to whoever would come by, because all he got to do to get old, dumb, simple-minded hoe is to pull up in a nice automobile, flash a couple dollars, old gold ding, old thing she gonna come up on, son. He gonna give you that sick penis and go by his way. Next thing you know, you know what I'm saying? Now, next thing you know, you walk around here, boy, you looking sick. You all right? Your skin looking pale. I don't know, I ain't been feeling good lately. Next thing you know, I got HIV. I got a homegirl. Died messing with niggas from out east who had HIV, gave it to her. She dead. Been dead 6 years too. Not real. You know what I'm talking about? Well, ain't no game out here, man. My homeboy cousin died from AIDS, man. Nigga gave it to her, she wasted away. He watched her waste away. So I ain't going around there. I don't want to see that type of stuff. I was in prison when my homegirl died, man. I wouldn't have wanted to went around there and seen her like that. You know what I'm saying? I known this nigga for a long time. Whole family. All of them like this here, man. Wow. Nigga wake up early in the morning over their house, man. They like this here. Nigga like this here, man, y'all ain't gonna put on your pajamas. You gonna put on no clothes. That's how close it is. Like, we ain't blood, but your female family member walking around here in their night clothes. And it's like, nigga, you ain't nobody. That's when you know like this here, boy, you real close to him. You ain't nobody. And all I'm like is, you got a lot of stuff going on out here, man. I really appreciate you put some clothes on. Tight. Dying of cancer. You know what I'm saying? Better sit back. You got an opportunity to save your soul. Better take advantage of it while today is still today. Haggai 2 and 4. Oh, that's Leah. Leah say she trapped in him. She don't like it. Yet now be strong, O Zerubbabel, saith Yah, be strong, O Joshua, son of Jehozadak, be strong, all you people of the land, saith Yah of hosts, and work, for I am with you, saith Yah of hosts. According to the word that I covenanted with you when you came out of Egypt, so my spirit remain among you, fear ye not. Where can we see another similitude of him telling Zerubbabel, the governor, the ruler of Judah, Joshua the high priest, to be strong and do the work? Where we see another place for that? Where we see another similitude for that? Anybody? Anybody? Anybody want to roll the dice? You know, don't be scared. You might not crack out. Hamashiach was getting ready to go die, right? He was getting ready to go do a great work, right? He was kind of nervous, right? And what happened? Angel came and strengthened him, didn't he? Came and strengthened him so he could be strong to go do the work, right? Because he got to get ready to build the house. He said, just like the word I covenanted with you when I brought you out of Egypt. I already told you when I brought your forefathers out of Egypt, literally in the flesh. He had already told him, Masha, I'm going to make a covenant with you. I'm going to redeem you from death. Always remember, us coming out of Egypt is about us coming out of death. Verse 6, for thus saith Yah of hosts, listen to what he said. Yet once it is a little while, I will shake the heavens and the earth and the sea and the dry land. I will shake all nations, and the desire of all nations shall come. And listen to what he said. And I will fill this house with glory, saith Yah of hosts. The silver is mine, and the gold is mine, saith Yah of hosts. The glory of this latter house shall be greater than the former, saith Yah of hosts, and in this place will I give peace, saith Yah of hosts. So that means if Yahshua was glory, even matter of fact, I put it to you this way. In Hebrews chapter 1, it said he was an express image of his person and his glory, right? So that means even when Hamashiach coming as Emmanuel, Elohim was with us, that means he was in his glory right then. But when he rose from the dead, that glory of the latter house was greater than when he was actually a man. Remember, he said, I'm going to fill this house with greater glory than the last one, more than the first one. And he said, I'm going to fill this house with peace. Remember, he said, I came to give you peace and to give it to you in abundance. Those that run into the name of Yah is a strong tower. Those that run into it are safe. You got rest, peace. Come unto me, all ye that labor, I'll give you rest. I'll give you peace. It's peace in the house of Yah. He's a sanctuary, a place of rest. There's no danger in there. Come on back to Hebrews 13, though. Hebrews 12, pardon me. 12 and 27. 26. Make it 25. We already looked at it in the recent. So when he talking about shake, that's what you're supposed to be looking at. Remember, Zechariah 14 said there'll be an earthquake that hadn't been seen since the times of Uzziah the king, right? I'm going to shake everything. Remember, he told you in Isaiah, the earth going to wheel to and fro like a drunkard. I'm going to shake it. These niggas out here looking for a blood moon. They looking for a blood moon. Why you looking for a blood moon? That man ain't say look for no blood moon. See, I'm going to show you what they looking at thinking he telling you to look for a blood moon. They looking for the wrong thing. That's why he say don't be dismayed at the signs of heaven. You stupid nigga, you looking for the wrong thing. What's wrong, Stanks? See that ye refuse not him that speak. For if they escape not who refuse him that spake on earth, much more shall we not escape if we turn away from him that speak from heaven. Whose voice then shook the earth. Remember what it said? It said it sounded like it thundered. You know what I'm saying? You know when the people heard that voice, it shook. Guess what that go back to? Book of Exodus. When he spoke, the earth shook. And what it say Hamashiach coming back with? With a shock. Gonna shake the whole earth. He said, yet once more I shake not the earth only, but also heaven. And this word yet once more signify the removing of those things that are shaken, as of the things that are made, and those things which cannot be shaken may remain. Because if you do not believe, you will not be established. Because if you ain't got no foundation, it's the same way like this. I ain't never lived in a state that got earthquakes, but they got certain construction laws where the foundations of those buildings have to be in a particular way. So when the land shakes, that building won't fall over. You know what I'm saying? You got to sit back and look at when the earth shakes. If you not rooted and grounded and settled in Hamashiach, you going to be moved. And whoever's moved ain't getting in. Whoever moved ain't getting in. That's serious right there. Man. Make you think about what you're doing, right? Come on back over here to Matthew 24. I still got one more thing to show you. I want y'all to keep that in mind. Just bear with me about that 21st day of that 7th month. I got to tie that in a couple places. Lord will, we get back to 1 Kings chapter 4. We got some time. What the time read on the clock? Look at him. That's all you been wanting to do anyway. Talking about the sleeves, 2 shirts. So, you been wanting to show a nigga that old 13-inch bicep?
13 and a half, not man.
You know what I'm saying? Nigga want to show his little pea shooter. Get your weight up, man. Get your weight up. You get you about 20 more pounds, man, you be at 15 inches.
Think about it.
No, I'm serious though, man. They say you got to gain 10 pounds to get 1 inch.
Well, about your 12th time saying that.
Because I'm trying to let you know, man. Put on some mass, man.
I got it the first time.
We need some dubs,
I got it
man.
the first time. I don't want dubs.
Dubs.
I mean, I got to put on 70 pounds.
Dubs, nigga. 70 pounds work well for you. You 6'2".
I'm straight.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
You look
a lot
like
of food, man.
You
a lot of food.
Look like a grown man then.
I already look like one.
Nigga look like you be sitting around here looking like that. Nigga look like he ready to go play wide receiver somewhere. Nigga slow as molasses though.
Crazy. They got to burn everybody in here.
Yeah, that's saying a lot.
Saying I'm fast.
That nigga said that like it's world-class speedsters in here. Delta say he can still outrun you right now.
Crazy. Now I burn that nigga.
Delta, you hear this nigga?
Oh, I don't know about that one.
I burn that nigga.
Delta, you think you could beat Dwight in the foot race right now? He said he could beat you in a foot race running backwards with 2 10-pound bricks in his pocket.
So you gonna add on to what he said? That's what you gonna do?
Well, he did say that he would outrun you running backwards.
You probably will.
That nigga fast now.
Yeah, truth be told, I'm really slow.
Well, we know it.
People,
I seen it too.
people say I'm fast. I don't think I'm fast.
I know I ain't. I ran a 5.2 40 at 16 years old. What that take?
Dog, nigga, I at least ran a 4.6. I at least ran a 4.6. Oh yeah, you do. Okay, you do run down the court like this. Huh?
I mean, I ain't never been fast. Got some lateral quickness. Yeah, I can move pretty fast in a short space.
Nigga, please.
Maybe not compared as fast as others. I got a little bit.
No, you ain't got nothing, bro.
Yeah, I got a little burst.
No, you ain't got nothing.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Only thing you can do is put that shoulder in your chest.
I ain't talking about just on the court, man. The football field, man, I can do a little something.
No, you can't do nothing.
You ain't never seen me. How you know?
I can tell from the basketball court.
Basketball and football, two different things.
Yeah, but the speed is the same.
No, speed's not the same.
The speed is the same. You're both running on both of them. You got quick reactions on both of them.
No, speed
You know what I'm saying?
I guarantee you can't cover me, nigga. Who? And I trust you.
Nigga, I cover Delta.
Delta, that nigga say he'll cover you man-on-man blanket coverage. I would be insulted.
I can. I shut that nigga down. He might shut me down too, but I'll shut that nigga down.
Hey, man, all I know is one day we can just put all this stuff to rest and just go on out there. I'm telling you, first one of you niggas tackle me, I'm gonna shoot you. You know what I'm saying?
And I'll dunk on that nigga.
Already been warned.
I'm all-time quarterback anyway, so.
Oh man, so ain't nobody gonna catch a pass nowhere. I mean, that nigga handing off every play.
Ain't long as we get there.
Nigga say he can't throw the ball but 10.5 yards.
I can throw it far. You might not be accurate.
Yeah, shoot, might as well. Don't throw it at all. Then. Matthew 24. So when we read 29 again, immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened, the moon shall not give her light, the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of the heaven shall be shaken. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven. Then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. So he told you what to look for. And a blood moon wasn't one of them. Let me show you in Acts chapter 2 where they get this blood moon from. Acts 2 and about verse 18. 17 actually. Make it 16. I read 14 because I like what Peter finna tell. Peter finna tell somebody something. I like what he told.
Act 2.
And 14. But Peter, standing up with the 11, lifted up his voice and said unto them, Ye men of Judea, and all ye that dwell at Jerusalem, be this known unto you, and hearken to my words. These are not drunken as ye suppose, seeing it is but the 3rd hour of the day. But this is which was spoken by the prophet Joel. It shall come to pass in the last days, saith Yah, I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, and your young men shall see visions, and your old men shall dream dreams. I'm going to mention your son, because Trav told me about this the other day. He said a little girl had a dream. Little girl 2 years old. He said in the dream, the little girl told her daddy, I seen a man. His eyes was red, and he was mad, and he was coming to fight. And she said all the little girl kept doing was, he coming to fight. He coming to fight. You know what I'm saying? Like was literally acting out the fighting. That is actually like what Joel told you. You say your sons and your daughters are dream dreams. She seen the Lord. How does a 2-year-old baby know to say, I seen a man with red eyes and he coming to fight? She don't know that. You know what I'm saying? She wouldn't be able to know that to be able to come tell you that. And then he's working out, he's mad. He's coming to fight. He's coming to fight. I say, man, this man trying to let people know, man, it's about over. Even the lady who the brother told me her son got killed and she know the Lord. Because she said that little boy was 5 years old and all he wanted to do was do what the book said. Said the little boy didn't want to eat no swine. Whatever he heard his mama say in the book to do, that's what he wanted to do. Irregardless that mama wasn't doing it. Mama got him killed though. You know what I'm saying? But ain't that something though? Little 2-year-old baby around here talking about, I seen a man with red eyes. He want to fight. That little girl don't know Genesis 49 say that. That little girl don't know Revelation 19 say that.
What does she?
Yeah, she could. I doubt it. That ain't like that dream Pasha told me that dude said he had. I had a dream of people in robes. One group said salvation. The other group said righteousness. The one with salvation was those who had been saved. The one who said righteousness was ones who were good people. Nigga, you smoking crack. Because you ain't get that from the Lord. That don't even line up with the book, nigga. Somebody got a robe, salvation. Another one got a robe, righteousness. Dummy, that's the same thing. Acts 2:18. And on my servants and on my handmaids will I pour out in those days of my spirit, and they shall prophesy. And I will show wonders in heaven above, and signs in the earth beneath.
Listen.
Blood and fire and vapor of smoke. The sun shall be turned into darkness, and the moon into blood, before that great and notable day of Yah come. And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of Yah shall be saved. Ye men of Israel, hear these words. Yahshua Nazareth, a man approved of Elohim among you by miracles and wonders and signs which Elohim did by him in the midst of you, as ye yourselves also know. So when Peter sat there and told them that means that sign of the moon turning into blood, that happened on that day. That's when the Spirit got poured down. That means you looking for a blood moon, you looking for nothing. You wasting your time. You know what I'm saying? Because on that day, they called on the name of Yahshua HaMashiach, and men, 3,000 men were saved. They were added to the body that day. Huh? Did he not pour that Spirit out on them? So you know he showed them signs and wonders in heaven. Just like he showed signs and wonders in heaven when he confirmed the first covenant in Exodus chapter 20. Didn't he show signs and wonders in heaven on that day too? There was darkness, right? Lightnings and thunders and earthquakes. Turn around and did the same thing on Pentecost. So what these niggas out here looking for a blood moon for? Because Hamashiach can't tell you to look for no blood moon. That's a nigga who's stupid. You know what I'm saying? What it is we want. Come on over here to Isaiah 6. We'll get to this last part. Matter of fact, come on back to 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. That's what we need to finish first. Everybody cool? Better watch Tizzy. She's on the move. Tizzy, listen. Where we stopped at? Verse 2. So I want y'all to keep that in mind, man. Don't let nobody get y'all scared. Y'all be hearing this stuff. That stuff get you a little nervous sometimes, don't it? If you didn't know no better, it really gets you nervous then. You be thinking the world gonna end tomorrow.
Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Leave it alone.
I'm gonna tell you like this here. You say you ready for it then?
No, I said you will be ready for it then.
I was gonna say that. He said you like this here. You want your soul to be ready. You don't want that to come. Nigga, I can't wait for America to be destroyed. No, you don't. You don't want what's coming with it, especially if you ain't right. That you be soon not shaken in mind or troubled, neither by spirit, nor by word, nor by letter, as from us, as that day of Hamashiach is at hand. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and the man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, who oppose and exalt himself above all that is Elohim, called Elohim, or that is worshipped, so that he as Elohim sit in the temple of Elohim, showing himself that he is Elohim. Remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things, and now ye know what withhold, that he might be revealed in his time. For the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Only he now who know now will let until he be taken out of the way. Then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming, even him whose coming is after the workings of Satan, with all power, signs, and lying wonders, Now we looked at last night, right, about that moon, right, being a reflection, making itself seem to be light. Where do you think we could go find something out about their falling away? Somebody's not pleased. I think she's not pleased. None of y'all don't know where that falling away at. Anybody got an idea where we could look at something with a great falling away at? Well, let's go to wilderness. Wilderness is an example of it. That is true. Because there was a great falling away in the wilderness. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them fell off and they didn't believe. And that's the natural answer. But let's look at Isaiah chapter 6. I just want to see if somebody had been digging and ran across it. But the wilderness is the natural answer. Isaiah 6 and 12. Make it 11, I'm sorry. Matter of fact, let's just make it 9. And he said, go and tell this people, hear ye indeed, but understand not. And see you indeed, but perceive not. Make the heart of this people fat and make their ears heavy and shut their eyes, lest they see with their eyes and hear with their ears and understand with their heart and convert and be healed. Then I said, Lord, how long? And he answered, until the cities be wasted without inhabitant, and the houses without man, and the land be utterly desolate. And y'all have removed men far away, and there be a great forsaking in the midst of the land. But yet in it shall be a tenth, and it shall return, and shall be eaten, as a teal tree, and as an oak, whose substance is in them. When they cast their leaves, so the Kodesh seed shall be the substance thereof. Now he said after you see utter desolation, there will be a great forsaking. Paul just sat back and told you before the desolation, there would be a great forsaking. You know what I'm saying? You seeing it right now today. Many people just leaving the book alone. You know why a lot of people leaving the book alone? Because they never had a foundation to be built upon. I seen a nigga, how can you say you're not an Israelite anymore? Israelite's not a religion, it's a nationality. You can say that, but for all intents and purposes, it is a religion. Y'all do know that, right? You think this y'all you think it's a religion? You think we can't show you that? Let's look at James 1 and 26 and let's see. When you tell somebody you a Jew or you Yahudim, you just told them that's your religion. Let's see if the book back us up. I done hit people across their head. We ain't got no religion. Read them this right here, then they looking stupid. Make it 25. But whoso look into the perfect law of liberty and continue therein, he being not a forgetful hearer, but a doer of the work. Remember he told you, be strong, do the work. This man shall be blessed in his deed. If any man among you seem to be religious and bridle not his tongue, but deceive his own heart, this man's religion is vain. That means if you don't know how to shut your mouth, your religion is worthless. He read one of them songs where he said, I kept my mouth closed because you did it. If you don't know how to shut your mouth, your religion is for nothing. Pure religion and undefiled before Elohim and the Father is this, to visit the fatherless and the widows in their affliction, and to keep himself unspotted from the world. So guess what that means? You saying, well, shoot. You know, a widow woman is a woman who's only had one husband indeed, and she's of 10 years. Let's sit back and look at that. 1 Timothy chapter 5. Let's see if we can see what a widow, somebody's a widow indeed. 1 Timothy 5 and 4. Make it 3. I would just read verse 1. Work our way through it. Book tell you what qualified widow now. Rebuke not an elder, but entreat him as a father, and the younger men as brethren. So he's sitting here telling you ain't got no business rebuking a pastor, a shepherd. He said you should come at him like you would come to your own father. You know what I'm saying? You ain't see nobody running up rebuking Joshua, because he was a shepherd. You know what I'm talking about? You ain't see nobody doing that. You don't see nobody doing nobody in you see nobody. You see they doing David like that. Because he was a shepherd too. A similitude. But that's what he's sitting here telling you. You got dudes feel like I can go correct the pastor. You out of line, son. You out of line. You know what I'm saying? That man said and treat him as a father. That means you, if he did something, you would come at him like you would come at your daddy. Not like a nigga in the street. The elder women as mothers and the younger sisters as with all purity. That means you ain't got no business rebuking no elder woman in the congregation. You supposed to come at her like you would come at your own mother. And if you don't know how to come at your own mama with some respect, sit your ratchet butt down somewhere and learn some respect. Honor widows that are widows indeed. But if any widow have children or nephews, let them first learn to show piety at home and to requite their parents, for that is good and acceptable before Elohim. Now she that is a widow indeed, and desolate, and trust in Elohim, and continue in supplications and prayers day and night. Drop down to verse 9. Let not a widow be taken in number under 60 years old, having been the wife of one man. So that means if you're not 60 years old, and you ain't have a one, you don't count it to be a widow. That's what he just told you. That's what a widow would count it at, right? 60 years old, the husband of one wife. I mean, one man, pardon me. Let's see what the next thing he said about him. Well reported for good works. If she have brought up children, if she have loved strangers, if she have washed the saints' feet, if she have relieved the afflicted, if she have diligently followed after every good work. Now he talking about for the body to take care of a widow in this instance. But we turn around looking at so you can see what a widow is. So niggas like, oh, you got to visit the widow. So if she ain't 60 years old and the husband or the wife of one husband, then she's not a widow according to this book. You know what I'm saying? That's simple as that. And I don't think many people know somebody who's 60 years old and only been married once. Who have brought up children and have washed the saints' feet and have followed after every good work. He just told you what a widow was in their affliction. We just read it, right? Now, you obviously know who the fatherless is. You know what I'm saying? That means you know those in the congregation. You know if them kids ain't got no daddy. You know what I'm saying? You supposed to go ahead and visit them, holler at them, show them a little love. But the key thing what you supposed to look at is keep yourself unspotted from the world. You know, Jude told you that some even hate the garment spotted by the flesh. So when you turn around and say Israelites ain't got no religion, so you telling me you can be spotted by the world then, because my religion say I can't be touched by the world. He told me I got to be in it, but not of it. Say I got to walk in it, but I can't commit no sin while I'm here. You see the stuff that Israelites say, man, how you messed up, because the book condemned them on that. That man said pure religion. We started off reading 1 John 3. He said everyone that have this hope in them is purified, even as Hamashiach is pure. That's what it said, right? Say what manner of love he bestowed upon us to be called the sons of the Most High. You know what I'm talking about? So if you done became a son of the Most High, that means you got to be in a pure religion undefiled. Hamashiach was undefiled. Hamashiach was pure. Our religion is we Jews. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody in here can raise their hand up and say, I know what tribe I come from. All it would be is straight speculation. Well, they snapped, you know, Judah fled in 70 AD and ran into West Africa. That's where they got us from. That is a correct statement. We certainly did, but don't think that Judah and Benjamin and Levi was the only tribes there when we can read about the prophetess from the tribe of Asher being there. You don't know what tribe you come from. You know what I'm saying? You know when you're going to find that out. Huh? When it's time to go through them gates, if we kind of worthy enough to make it, that's when you're going to find out. And I think, truth be told, you ain't going to care other than just to follow that instruction of going through that gate. Yeah, you're going to be led in. Hamashiach going to lead you in. He going to say like this here. Joseph, go to your gate. Because Joseph and Manasseh going all through the same gate. You know what I'm saying? Naphtali, Dan, go through your gate. Judah, go through your gate. Zebulon, go through your gate. Man, you ain't going to be caring about what gate you going through. You're going to be like, boy, the king is here. But you talking about actually entering into the city. Because by the time those gates get dropped down for us to come in, we've already been dwelling with this man for 1,000 years. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to be worried about what gate you come. It means absolutely nothing to you. You more concerned with, I want to go through the right gate, because if I go through the wrong gate, obviously I will be killed. You know what I'm saying? But it's the fact that you here though. You here though. That's what the work that he told you to be strong and the labor in is so you can be there. That's what we working for. He say, find a man who diligent in his labor, and he will be amongst kings. If you diligent in your labor to the Lord, man, you'll dwell with the king. But hey, do what you feel. You know what I'm talking about? Come on back over here to Isaiah chapter 6. Y'all see people falling away from the word left and right. You see it. I see it all the time. You know what I'm saying? Dudes be like, I don't mess with that Bible no more. And it just come from because they ain't never had no information. Look at my cousin done became a Moor. I'm tripping. He ain't never deal with the word no way. That nigga a Moor now. He put L on his last name. You know what I'm saying? Put the little 7 with the little sun circle. Any of y'all know about the Moors, the Moor Science Temple? Any of y'all in here know about that side of them too? Any of y'all ever heard of the Moor Science Temple? Anybody ever heard of Noble Drew Ali? Noble Drew Ali? Man, Moor Science Temple ain't nothing but some bootleg Islam.
And masonry mixed together.
Yeah, it's masonry, Islam mixed in together, talking about Moors were the first people on earth. That's all it is. Bunch of crap. You know what I'm saying? I had the Noble Drew Ali Quran in prison, man. It about this big. You know what I'm saying? That thing ain't even that thick, man. You got newspapers thicker than that thing. You know what I'm saying? That nigga standing there with his little fez on. Same thing the Shriners rock. You know what I'm saying? His little tassel. And they like to flip it on this side. Meaning I done crossed over to the east. Nigga full of crap, man. Hopefully Gregory come up out of that stuff, man. Man, that nigga, man, because reason being, cause, you know, his daddy just became a deacon. That's all he done ever been around. You know that Christian church stuff is full of crap. He ain't want nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? He done hollered at me a time or two. He know that I deal with the book, but he don't really know what type of time we on. Now my little cousin Antonio, now he want to be a preacher now. I just seen a little clip of him preaching. I say, look at him, boy, little cousin going to hell. It's what it is. Come on, man. His daddy a deacon, man. I know his daddy don't qualify to be no deacon. I mean, it's rough because little cousin just turned 18, man. He just starting to go to college, man. Antonio's intentions might be well, but he ain't got no word to be able to be effective. You know what I'm saying? And I know his daddy just became a deacon. I know my uncle don't qualify to be no deacon. I know he don't. The ways I know where he don't, because he's not blameless. You know what I'm saying? How do I know he ain't blameless? He do Sunday worship. He cancel right then. He do Christmas. He cancel right then. Before we even start dealing with any actual things that he does himself. Just though he keep Easter. He cancel right then. You know what I'm saying? He don't really have no knowledge, wisdom, or understanding of the word. What could he be able to impart to my little cousin the way he could be able to masterfully teach the text? All he can do is that same crap you see them Christian people do. Give a little motivational speech, read a few verses, and give a little more motivational speech, and go about your way. I'm saying the nigga got a 32-minute sermon, man. I seen him when he shared it. I could only look at the first 2 minutes before I was like, I'm good. He ain't even really get into nothing. He just was talking. How many people relationship with Jesus? I said, look at my little cousin. I did hear him say he engaged to be married. I said, good for you. 18 years old. I hope he don't make the same mistake his brother made. I think he got a better woman than his brother chose. I think Antonio got more sense than his brother. I'm for real. I'm serious on that one. Now, look up finna get married already. Just turned 18.
Trying to get that willy wet. That's all that is.
Yeah. Well, he trying to do something.
Got married.
But I know he loved. I think Gregory loved. I mean, I think Antonio loved this girl though. Just how he said it, how he spoke of her when he mentioned her. You can hear it. You know what I'm saying? I know Gregory ain't love that girl. Came back from the army, she was pregnant. Only problem was she was 6 months pregnant. He had been gone for 9.
I saw a picture
do that. Oh, you gotta talk about that. Yeah, I'm serious. That's literally what happened.
That's messed up.
Yes, it is. That nigga came home and then he had the nerve to say, I don't think this is my baby. Or you probably, what was your first guess? She wasn't pregnant when you left, nigga. And she didn't tell you she was pregnant while you were gone.
Came back.
Came back, oh, I'm pregnant. Say, how many months you in? 6? Hold on. I've been gone for nothing. You stinking slut. You know what I'm saying? Isaiah chapter 6, verse 12. That be that type of stuff. You ain't in the word, you might punch her in her face on contact. Wow. That's a, you know what I'm saying? That's a dirty game. Some niggas do forget how to do math. Some women forget how to do math too. You see it all the time on them little talk shows. I wasn't messing with nobody else. Oh, you lie. You know what I'm talking about? Then they come up, you are not the father. Now you running out here off the stage with your booty in the air when you fall on the floor. Oh, the test wrong. It ain't wrong. You know you were juggling.
I got in the situation in the first place, huh?
That's how you got in the situation in the first place. Booty in the air. Juggling willies. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, boy.
Juggling willies. You like this here? You don't know. I don't know what's going on. Penis everywhere. I'm telling you though, that ain't never good, boy. You done slept with it up, man. You can't even nail it down. You guessing? I ain't sure. Then you know what niggas end up doing? Trying to convince themselves. You know what I'm saying? I'll tell you like this here, cause a nigga had told me that when I was young. Nigga can't come to me, boy. If I know I was sleeping when you in the vicinity, I'm gonna go on here. I'm gonna tell y'all women like this here. No, cause I know Mouse say she did it. I know my cousin did the first daddy of the son of her first son. I mean the daddy of her first son. That nigga said, I want a blood test. She looked at that nigga and said, whenever you ready. You know what I'm talking about? Nigga come to you, I think that's my baby. I think that's my baby. You sitting around here telling nigga that's your baby. Man, go on ahead, nigga, up that money up. I'll shut a nigga mouth up real quick. You know what I'm talking about? Pony that cash up, nigga. How you want to do it? We can take a trip to New York City, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Come out on top. I wouldn't do it now, but before the war, I'd have been the type of nigga, that's a free trip to New York, and they put a couple $100 in your pocket.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't finna come on there and act no fool, though. You know what I'm saying? But I'm be like this here, I know he the daddy. I would be like, it's a possibility. I did hit the skank raw.
Ain't nobody got on this?
Nobody gonna do that.
I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and keep it. I did hit a raw. You know, that's what I get. You know what I'm saying? The crazy part is these niggas be hitting some slut buckets raw. Then you around here don't want her to be won't want her to be the mother of your child. Should have thought about that before you went in there raw, before you went in there sliding with no spikes on. You know what I'm talking about? Nigga crazy. I'm telling you. I'm telling you though, man. Dude come to y'all talking about, man, I don't know if that's my baby or not. Go make it, shut him out. Well, nigga, pony that cash up, nigga. Shut him out. If you know it's not the case, if you know that's his baby, shut his mouth. You know what I'm saying? When you be doing all that half-stepping, oh, I'm starting to think you slut. That's what I'm going to think. If I come to a woman and say, man, I don't think that's my baby, and the first response that don't come out of her mouth is, well, nigga, what you talking about? What you want to do? If I don't hear anything other than that, she's a whore, as far as I'm concerned. Because as a woman, you should be insulted. You know what I'm saying? You should be insulted. As a woman, you should be insulted. The first thing come out your mouth is, shoot, whenever you ready, nigga. Who? What? What you mean? This nigga done tried me, man. I'm talking about, you be turning off to the side looking at a nigga like, this nigga just tried me. Ain't nobody standing right there. You know what I'm saying? This nigga tried me, my nigga. This nigga really tried me. And you sitting there looking at, who is this nigga talking to? Who is you talking to? I'm talking to whoever you just said that to, because you wasn't talking to me. You got to be able to stand. I'm talking about, like I'm telling you, man, when that nigga Isaac did my cousin like that, she told him straight up. Whenever, no smile, no nothing. I'm talking about ain't no crack, her voice tone ain't changed. Whenever you ready, walk up. Whenever you ready. I'm not finna argue and go back and forth with you. Whenever you ready. I knew right then when she did that there, oh, that's his. That's confidence right there. You know what I'm saying? That's confidence right there. I'm telling you, and I know my cousin, she ain't no good poker player. She wear her emotion right on her face. If she mad or upset, you can see it. You can see it. You know what I'm saying? My cousin, who now she can't hide that stuff, boy. Whatever she feeling, she can hide it for about 3 seconds. It's gonna pop up on her face. You ain't gonna be able to hide it. So when she looked, that said, oh, whenever you ready, I knew right then, that's his baby. I don't need no blood test on that. That's his baby. You know what I'm saying? I knew that's his baby. That's his baby. That's what you're looking for. That's that confidence. You ain't finna argue, nigga, what you mean? All that stuff right there, you going all that there? It's a possibility she was ducking and diving. You know exactly what he meant. Stinking slut, who you open your legs up to. You know what I'm talking about? That's what I mean. You want to play that game, what I mean, that was not the response I was looking for. This the part kill me though. I know some niggas be wanting to know. Talking about is that my baby or not. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't finna be running behind nobody talking about is that my baby or not. Hey man, you'll come around here one of these days. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't finna run nobody down. And I'm gonna be honest with you, if a nigga try you like that, you ought to tell him, look here nigga, you pay for it then. I don't like this here, boy. I'm telling you, man, my homeboy took care of baby 5 years, wasn't here, man. That's ugly. You know what I'm saying? That ugly. Man, I'll tell you, man, my homegirl told me, she said, I wouldn't care if you got me pregnant, get a blood test. I said, them powerful words. I said, that mean you playing whole games too, huh? Nigga just looked at me. That's strong words, though, because women play them type of games, man. Y'all done seen too many niggas on these talk shows playing them type of games. I wasn't laying with nobody else. You are not the father. Well, who was you sleeping with? It wasn't anybody. Come on, ho. You've been exposed. You've been exposed. You know what I'm saying? You've been exposed. Boy, you know a nigga will take a lie all the way out. I'm talking about being exposed, bust out. Niggas like this here. The lie detector wrong. There must have been a mistake with that DNA test. Now it was a mistake. If it would have came back that was his baby, it wasn't no mistake. Now it come back, it ain't his baby because you know what you were doing. And I say all this to say this. No matter what you out here doing, you got to be man or woman enough to own up to it. You know what I'm saying? Whether it go right for you or whether it go wrong for you. You got to be 100 enough to own up to it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever shame you might think come along with it, you're just going to have to take it. It ain't going to last forever. You know what I'm talking about? But the part of dragging something on for a long time and then it get exposed, that's bad for business. That make people don't fool with you. You know what I'm saying? Basically, and like we just said last week, boy, a liar is unpredictable. You don't know what you're going to get from a liar. Don't nobody want nothing to do with one. Now when we sit back and we look at that great forsaken, we see where Paul get a similitude of that from, don't we? People bucking and leaving. No, now let's look at another great falling away. John chapter 6, verse 65. Because Hamashiach showed you a similitude of it too. Make it 63. Make it 60, I suppose. Leah, calm down.
Busy.
Right.
I'll try to give instructions wrong day.
So they sound the same to me sometimes.
No, yeah, but they're not. I don't read that book.
Leah, I'm finna stab your daddy with this highlighter.
Stab me for, man.
I'm finna highlight that nigga right eye. So every time that nigga walk around, you just gonna have one bright eye.
I got fun in hell too. I want to read that book.
Oh, all I wanna do is paint your eye, man.
Alright, that's fine. I said no, and you went anyway. So you going down.
You alright, Stank?
660. Means therefore.
I got $2 right now. Somebody hit him in the head right now. $2. I got you. Matter of fact, I make it 5, man. Leave a head wound.
Let's do it now.
Yeah, please.
Alright now.
Mouse said she ain't gonna let him go to jail.
You don't want to die with $5 now. Tell him.
Mouse ain't let him get up. You better be lucky. I'm gonna send Mouse to get.
Well, I gotta be. No, he better be lucky.
All I gotta do is give Mouse $5 in the apple pie, nigga. You done. Apple pie. I was like them apple pies.
No ice cream.
Tell you, that's a hard thing to die for. I'm trying to tell you. You don't want to die for $5 in an apple pie now.
Ooh. I said them apple pie are good.
Hey.
She said they are.
Get down.
6 and 60. Many therefore of his disciples, when they heard this, said, this is a hard saying, who can hear? This when he told them his bread, he was the bread that come from heaven. Any man that eat this bread, he live forever. Yahshua knew in himself that his disciples murmured at, and he said unto them, does this offend you? What and if you shall see the Son of Man ascend up where he was before? It is the spirit that quicketh, the flesh profit nothing. The words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life. But there are some of you that believe not, for Yahshua knew from the beginning who they were that believed not and who should betray him. And he said, therefore said I unto you, that no man can come unto me except it were given unto him of my Father. From that time many of his disciples went back and walked no more with him. They fell away. They fell away. Well, we see Isaiah telling you about a falling away, and then Hamashiach showed you a falling away. Get what? We see another falling away when a man of sin was revealed, right? Let's look and see in John chapter 13. Because he said that falling away won't happen till the man of perdition is revealed, right? So let's see if we see a similitude to that in another place. John 13, verse 18. Excuse me. I speak not of you all. I know whom I have chosen, but that the scripture may be fulfilled. He that eat bread with me have lifted up his heel against me. Now I tell you before it come, that when it is come to pass, you may believe that I am he. That's why he told you, I told you the end from the beginning and the beginning from the end. I tell you this stuff before it happened that you might believe, right? So he just stepped back and said somebody going to turn the heel on it. John 17. John 17 verse 9. So you perk up when you hear the word on there, buddy. You wanted to get him on camera, huh?
What you been the cameraman?
They say he had to put Iggy on camera. Okay, sir. We're ready to roll now.
Keep going. They can hear you.
No, they can't.
They can't hear you.
No!
And I'm the big kid here, huh?
Huh?
I said, and I'm the big kid here, huh?
Yes, you are. Okay, man. Iggy say like this. Look at him over there. Looking like a mixture of Dwight and Muff.
Mostly me.
No. He got muffin eyes over there. Got that muffin chin too. Got that hairline though. Yes, sir. He got that hairline though. John 17 and 9. I pray for them. I pray not for the world.
Your
Huh?
hairline like that too. And your sisters.
No, so he got our hairline in.
No.
So what are you saying then?
Just let you know. Let it be known that it's out there too. Yours is receiving. You got the LeBron going.
Who?
You got no fading, but you got the receiver.
Shoot,
you know what I'm saying? You
I just
got
hear
LeBron going.
Ain't no thinning up here. See, LeBron's on is thinning.
That's what I just said. No thinning. Receiver.
Ain't no receiving.
No thinning.
Look here.
Receiving.
This nigga here want a nigga to go ball. And guess what's going to happen with him?
Go ball for?
That nigga going to be around here looking like this here.
I want you to go ball for.
You know what I'm saying? That's that curve. That be that George Jefferson toilet bowl. They have a landing strip in the middle.
No, I'm gonna go ahead and get the Brian before I let that happen. The Brian and the Langston before I let that happen.
Which one? You wasn't going ball what?
I don't know. I might be that.
So I niggas got the hairstyle, huh? Nigga.
He said he don't know if he going ball. Brian said you over thinning on out, huh? Say he had to let it go.
That's why his skin like that.
John 17 and 9. I pray for them, I pray not for the world, but for them which thou hast given me, for they are thine. And all mine are thine, and thine are mine, and I'm glorified in them. And now I am no more in the world, but these are in the world, and I come to thee, Kodesh Father. Keep through thy own name those whom thou hast given me, that they may be one as we are. While I was with them in the world, I kept them in thy name. Those that thou gave me I have kept, and none of them is lost, but the son of perdition, that the scripture might be fulfilled. So he just called Judas the son of perdition, right? When they came to get a Mashiach, who appeared? Didn't the son of perdition appear? And after he appeared, everybody forsake him and fled, didn't they? We can see where that falling away come from then, don't we? You know what I'm saying? That man of sin was revealed after that, because people stopped fooling with him when they came and got him. Like they said, boy, I don't know that nigga. You know what I'm saying? I don't know that nigga. Come on back to Isaiah chapter 6. Still got to tie in that 21st day of the 7th month. Stretch him out with his old slim pants on. Slim him. Slim good body.
I'm using your rule, you know what I'm saying? As the body get bigger, the skulls got to get smaller.
No, they don't get smaller.
You know what I'm saying?
About the same
As the
size
body
always
get bigger,
been
the clothes got to get smaller.
They mad. Look here, man. I wear extra large.
I'm going by your rule, you know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't talk about that
it
shit.
work for you. You know
I'm
what
talking
saying?
about them pants you got on, Slimmy.
It might work for me.
Slimmy. I hear, man, look like you ain't put no mask on them quads, man. You need to come holler at me.
No, it's mostly glutes.
Yeah, I get
Mostly
them.
glutes.
Man, we get them quads. Quads. Kingston, sit.
I'm getting them quads this go around. I got something planned.
When he said, but in it shall be a tenth, and it shall return and be eaten as a teal tree, whose substance is ism. And when they cast their leaves, the kodesh seed, the substance will be it, shall be thereof. Shall be the substance thereof. The kodesh seed shall be the substance thereof. What do you think that means when he says it shall be a tenth? In it a tenth, and it'll come back. What is this tenth? What is this? What is the substance that's in them? What is the tenth? No. What is the tenth?
Remnant.
The tenth. What is a tenth?
The tithe.
The tithes, right? The tithes, right? He say the tenth, and it shall return, and it should be eaten, right? Then he says that the substance is in them. Let's look at Malachi chapter 3 then. How many of y'all heard a preacher preach this before to you when you was in church and you put all your money in the plate? 3 and 8. Make it 3 and 7. Malachi 3 and 7. He said a tenth will come and return, right? It's going to be eaten, right? Where we at on time, young man?
I don't know, it cut off a couple minutes ago. Well, about an hour ago. Cut off 50 minutes ago. It's at 50 right now on the new time.
Oh, it's 2 separate parts on that.
Yeah, because one of these kids stuck on the power cord and it came out. And it turned off.
Malachi 3 and 7. Even from the days of your fathers you are gone away from my ordinances and have not kept them. Return unto me, and I will return unto you, saith Yahweh. But you said, wherein shall we return?
What?
Will a man rob Elohim? You have robbed me. But ye say, wherein have we robbed thee? In tithes and offerings. Ye are cursed with a curse, for you have robbed me, even this whole nation. Bring ye all the tithes into the storehouse, that there may be meat in my house. Prove me now wherewith, saith Yahweh, if I will not open up you the windows of heaven and pour you out a blessing, that there shall not be room enough to receive. Now, what do you think this could mean? We just heard Isaiah say, a tenth will return, they'll be as the teal tree, and they will be eaten. This man say, you robbing me and tithes and offerings. This man say, how about you bring some meat in my storehouse? Leah, get from by the camera. What y'all think this could mean?
He said my flesh is meat indeed.
Maybe, possibly. He said bring meat in my storehouse though. Let's look at Matthew 13. After we read Matthew 13, Luke chapter 12. If you're bringing meat in your storehouse, what time of the year would you be bringing it? Winter is correct. Harvest is correct. So what time of year would he be asking for these tithes to come in his storehouse? In gathering. And what did he tell him when he was building that former house and he seen it in his glory and he'll shake the heavens and the earth? What time? What day was it? The 21st day of the 7th month. In gathering. Matthew 13 and 37. 36. Make it 35. Because we read it last night. We'll read 34 because we read it last night. All these things spake Yahshua unto the multitude in parables, and without a parable spake he not unto them, that it might be fulfilled which was spoken by the prophet, saying, I will open my mouth in parables, I will utter things which have been kept secret from the foundation of the world. Ain't this something that some of these parables we looking at, they was already in the scripture? But they were kept secret. Now go back to what we looked at last week. Got to have a messenger to be an interpreter. How you going to be able to understand the message without an interpreter? Which is, how you going to be able to hear without a preacher? We're in Matthew 14 and 36 now. Then Yahshua sent the multitude away and went into the house, and the disciples came unto him, saying, Declare unto us the parables of the tares of the field. He answered and said unto him, He that sowed the good seed is the Son of Man. The field is the world, the good seed are the children of the kingdom, but the tares are the children of the wicked one. If he sowed the good seed as the Son of Man, what would that make Hamashiach? Who would he be a similitude if the field is the world and he sowed a good seed? Who is he a similitude to?
Esau.
Esau. A man of the field. You know what I'm saying? The enemy that sowed them is the devil. The harvest is the end of the world, and the reapers are the angels. As therefore the tares are gathered and burnt into the fire, so shall it be at the end of the world. Because we didn't go back. Go back up. Let me read 28 of this same chapter of Matthew. Let me read that first. That's what we should have read first. He said unto them, An enemy have done this. The servant said unto him, Will thou then that we go and gather them up? But he said, Nay, lest while you gather up the tares, you root up also the wheat with them. Let both grow together until the harvest, and in the time of the harvest I will say unto the reapers, Gather ye together first the tares, and bind them in bundles to burn them. But gather the wheat into my barn. Gather that tenth. You know the tenth will be Kodesh to y'all, right? That's sanctified to him. He said there'll be a tenth or a remnant of that whole field. A piece of that. He said that's going to have the substance in it. You know what I'm talking about? He said that will be eaten. That man just say, take their wheat. You know if you're taking wheat, you're going to do what? Eat it, right? Bring it on in. Come on, right? They say then they're going to eat, right? Say they'll be eating, right? Hold on. Let's look at Luke chapter 12, about verse 37. Oh, we might not get to our 1 King chapter 4 after all. But we're going to deal with this substance because it's still dealing with Emmanuel, whether you know it or not. I know it don't seem like it is. Now he said that the tenth shall return. Didn't he say, then we read in Malachi, they said, will you return unto me? And they say, how are we not returned? Only a tenth going to return. That means only a remnant getting in. Only a remnant going to make it. And he also said that whose substance is in them when they cast their leaves, so the set apart seed shall be the substance thereof. We're going to deal with that in a moment. Luke 12, verse 40. Make it 41. Then Peter said unto him, Lord, speak thou this parable unto us or even to all? And the Lord said, Who then is that faithful and wise steward, whom his Lord shall make ruler over his household, to give them portion of meat in due season? I'm sorry, 36 what I want. Lord, that hurts.
That's come from not taking a rest week.
No, that comes from doing deadlifts too fast, man. There's no such thing as a rest week. That's for pansies.
Call it what you want.
Pansies.
See, my back ain't hurt.
Your back ain't hurting because you didn't do a deadlift at about 250 pounds entirely too fast.
Also because I rest.
Yeah, I rest too. 4 days out the week. That's a rest week. Believe no rest week. Nigga, get your butt in the gym, lift some weights, and get some gains, nigga.
I'm getting gains.
You want to get this here, man?
You get gains from sleeping.
Yeah, guess what? After that first year,
a whole bunch of sleeping.
After that first year lifting weights, though, the gains don't come easy no more. Then you're going to have to get it in. You don't even push your body hard enough to be talking about taking no rest week.
Nigga, please.
I know I don't push mine hard enough talking about taking no rest week.
Nigga, please. Nigga, I work 12 hours a day.
I'm talking about in that gym.
Then go hard, nigga.
You ain't pushing yourself hard enough
And
in that
I'm
gym.
all on 4 hours of sleep, nigga.
You ain't pushing yourself that hard in that gym.
All on 4 hours of sleep.
You ain't
know
pushing
what
yourself
I'm
that hard in that gym.
saying? You know what I'm saying? They're living 275. Squatting 315.
Nigga, get
After
low.
12 hours. You know what I'm saying?
But you ain't pushing your body that hard in that gym.
You hate
you know, I'm talking about, cause I know, cause I ain't pushing my body that hard.
Yeah, because your workout suck. That's why.
Yeah, they suck, but I'm getting gains though.
You ain't getting no gains.
Yeah, sounds like we got a hater in the house.
You know hating. You ain't got no gains. Look at this up.
Look at this nigga up. I'm for real though. I'm telling you right, I seen a Kai Green
See
video
them gains.
where he pushed the dude so hard, dude legs, but he couldn't do nothing for a week, no body part.
I seen that video too.
That's going hard.
Man,
Nigga say he did legs and cuz said I couldn't work out nothing for a week.
probably because you couldn't walk. That's the only reason why.
You know what I'm saying?
I done went that hard before.
I'm trying to bust niggas' chest tomorrow though.
Nigga, I went to go play ball one time and I couldn't do nothing for the rest of the week.
Yeah, old bad, old young, old bad body nigga. 12 and 36.
That's when I ain't do nothing for 8 months. Do nothing for 8 months. You go in there and try to.
Nigga say this nigga young body bad. How that work?
I'm about to better than yours.
Falling apart. My ankle hurt.
I ain't gonna hurt no more.
My knees hurt. My glutes. That's all that nigga was in there screaming.
Hey man, when you jump high, your glutes start to hurt. You know what I'm
Man,
saying?
this nigga jump butt can high.
You go out there to the corner and let's see how high I jump.
You go on out
I
there.
bet I clear everybody in this room.
Man, you ain't jumping over nobody, nigga.
Nigga, I jump over that Buick out there.
Go on and do it then.
It's wet right now.
Yeah. He said, ye yourselves like unto men that wait for their Lord, when he return from the wedding, that when he come and knock, they may open unto him immediately. Blessed are those servants unto whom he shall come, shall find watching. Truly I say unto you, that he shall gird himself and make them sit down to meat, and will come forth and serve them. What is the first watch? The first watch is Passover. And if he shall come in the second watch, or come in the third watch, and find them so, blessed are those servants. And this know, if the goodman of the house had known what hour the thief would come, he would have watched and not suffer his house to be broken through. Be ye therefore ready also, for the Son of Man come at an hour when you think not. So what's the second watch?
That's Pentecost.
So what's the third watch?
Ain't got it.
That's tabernacles. It's 3 times a year you got to come up. The master just told you, take my wheat and bring it in the house. Isaiah just told you a tenth will be taken and be eaten, and the substance thereof will dwell in them. 1 John chapter 2, verse 21.
First John?
John, you know what I meant. Make it 26. We'll just make it 23. 1 John 2 and 23. Y'all all right? Praise the Lord. It's about 5:30. We ain't got to worry about the black lady coming on the thing saying, hey, get out my establishment. We get finished, then we'll eat. And then if anybody got questions on anything, we'll record it and put it on tape. I don't care what it is. If you ask me something stupid, I'm going to laugh at you in your face. Then I'm going to answer it. Laugh at you in your face.
I want to hear Brittany sing. That's what I want to know.
Man, look here, man. The last thing we need is zombies knocking at the door.
Oh my.
The niggas gonna be coming up here like Thriller. I remember one time Brian say, shoot, he said, I can sing better than you. Ain't that what you said?
Oh.
And he stand by that.
I ain't very white.
That nigga come in here and start singing Secret Garden. We can't have that niggas in there singing Secret Garden. These women go crazy in here. That nigga be like, man, I hate that nigga. He took my woman. I'm saying, Brian, I'm asking you this here. Have you always sung better than her?
Yeah.
Do you feel like she has any singing ability at all? I ain't instigating. I'm just keeping it 100. I asked him this over the phone. Now he right here. I'm trying to see if he gonna stand on what he said on the phone, because she's sitting right here.
My boy said 1 John 2 and 1.
He said maybe she could carry it too. They like this here. Do you think she choose songs that don't fit her voice?
What is this?
What is this is hold your peace.
Yes, she do.
See, that's what I told the nigga once before. Me and Glover told the same thing. You might can sing, but you picking song outside your vocal range. You know what I'm saying?
Stay in your range. Stay
in your range. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't got a Patti LaBelle voice, don't go in Patti LaBelle range.
You say you got that Mariah, huh?
You know what I'm saying? You can't hit them notes. Look here. You don't want to be like Whitney on that coke trying to hit them high notes and you like this here. Stop. Got to stay in your rank. I'm telling you, man. You got to know what type of tone you got. You know, if you got a baritone or a soprano, that type of stuff, falsetto, stick with it. The reason what messed her up when she tried to sing, this nigga picked SWV. But you got to have a voice. I'm talking about all serious, and I ain't trying to be funny though. Because it's certain people's songs you pick, nigga looking at you like, all right now. You know what I'm saying? You pick SWV or Patti LaBelle or certain Whitney song or certain Mariah Carey song. Like you got to have a strong voice for these now.
When did I do this, Dwayne?
You sat right here in this corner and sung SWV.
But when recording it, what are you talking about?
What did I do? You said right there.
Yeah, when did I do this? You can talk about that story for days.
And I ain't gonna never stop.
You got stuff conjured up in your mind.
I ain't gonna never stop. The reason why, because we had asked, because I was asking anybody could sing, because I knew Corey could sing.
But you making stuff up.
I ain't make nothing up. So I'm lying. Because Glover, my witness, he was in here. T was in here too.
Where's Glover at?
Glover on his phone. Nigga, you know you sat here trying to sing SWV week.
What happened to you?
Well, what happened to go? We want to know. We got somebody else who can help out.
Y'all waiting this after service, man, because I'm talking about I don't want to really hear about all this stuff right now. Y'all hold that down, but I'm sitting there telling you, because I ain't got no reason to lie. Your black behind sat right here, and you went to sing an SWV week. And I told you, that song did not work for your voice. Should have picked a better song. Didn't say that you couldn't sing. Say you picked a song that didn't work for your voice. You went to try to hit notes, you were cracking. You know what I'm saying? Like crackings. You know what I'm saying? You were cracking like to see we can hear. You know what I'm saying? You were cracking. You went out your vocal tone. I'm just being 100 with you. But now time have you called me a lie.
You psycho.
But now time have you called me a lie.
Like I said, when was this?
When was this? I can tell you, sometime late 2014.
Trying to get some today.
In this corner, you saw SWV week, and Glover let you and Glover let it be known. Glover say, hey man, studio can cover that up. That was Glover word. Studio can cover that up. Look at that little T making. She remember. She didn't want to say nothing because she know it's true. You know how that nigga who's sitting there saying like, I ain't in it. They know the whole story true though. They know it's true. It's all right. And you remember when I asked on the phone if Brian, I said, can she sing? Brian said, I sing better than her. I wanted the man to see if he was going to be man enough to stand on his assessment, on his word. To see if he said, I'm like E.F. Hutton, I stand on that. You know what I'm saying? Get mad at me because you can't sing, nigga. That's how we know you mad. You mad because it's on tape. Now that nigga Brittany can't sing, nigga. Nigga, you better stay in the back, king wheels on the bus go round and round with them kids. Because you come around here talking about, ooh, boy, walking in here talking about, I want to be part of them. This is the reason why I got to bring it up, because this nigga was the only one asking about a choir. Because she wanted to be in it. I said, well, I got to see what you got. I seen what she got. I said, I'm going home. I'm walking across the bridge. I don't even want to ride. I might get to the top of the dang point and jump off. I don't want to live no more. I seen death knocking at my front door. This nigga went to sing. I said, no, all seriousness though. Got to pick something that fit your voice though. Some of y'all can be able to sing, but you got to pick something that fits your voice and don't get out your tone. That way you can be able to blend in with the stronger singers. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm just being honest though. Just being honest though. So I mean, I'm just being honest though. Like, okay, I done heard Pasha sing. Pasha actually can sing. She can actually carry a tune.